Welcome once again, YouTube. Tim Cooper, Cooper's Automotive, 2002 Pontiac, Montana, 3.4 liter. And we got an oil cooler O-ring leaking. I'm going to show you how we change that. So bring your camera in, get focused up on this. First thing I'm going to take off is the oil filter. Okay, so gotta get your oil filter off of here. We're gonna change the oil on this thing, so we're getting a new filter. We cleaned it all up. I'm not wearing my safety gloves to keep my ginger hands clean. I'm gonna move my light so it doesn't get full of oil here for a minute. I got a pan down here to catch this oil, and it's going to run everywhere. I'm going to grab a rag. Alright, so we got our oil filter out of the way. Sitting right here, right in the center of that. That bolt has to come off. And maybe the cooler lines, there's two lines up there. Maybe not. We might be able to move it back far enough to get the gasket picked out and put in. We're going to give it a shot. So first thing we're going to find out is what size is that center bolt, because I have no idea. Alright. And that would be a 27. I think I'd like to have a deep socket. No, we'll get an extension. Alright, next thing you want to do then is get that out of there, that center one. We need more extension. Boy, we're out there now. Make sure I'm going the right way. Wouldn't want to strip that out. Alright. It's loose. I'm going to take it out by hand here. And there's that center piece that holds the oil cooler on. Sitting behind that is an O-ring. We're waiting for some of this oil to run down. We get a little pry bar. A whittled one. And you should be able to move it back enough, like this. And maybe, if you can't, you're going to have to take the whole thing out, but if you can, save some time by moving it back like that. There's an O-ring sitting behind this thing. And I'm not sure we can get a shot of that. But you'll need a little pick, something like this. And if you're going to cheat it out, pry it back. Let's see here. Just like that. And reach up in there with that pick. And pry that O-ring out of there. Well, it would be easier to remove the whole thing. You would definitely see what I'm doing a lot better, and I'd be able to see what I'm doing. I broke it, that's how brittle it is. I'm peeling it out of the groove. There's the gasket. Rubber O-ring, just deteriorated. We've got a new AC Delco part here. That's the part number we're putting on it, AC Delco. There's the new one. Okay, here comes the tricky part. You're going to want to clean that up a little bit behind there. It does stick back down inside there a little bit. Make sure there's no pieces in there. Wipe it down. I'm going to put a little bit of axle or wheel bearing grease on it just to hold it in place. I'm going to smooch that up, and that'll hold it in place, and it doesn't hurt anything. Pull it back. And make sure that you are in the groove all the way around. You can feel it if it's down inside of a groove there. And she's in. Now, we got that big center bolt to put in there. That's this one. Right through the center of that thing. Get her started by hand good. Make sure once again that our O-ring is still in place. I'm going to grab a rag, grab a hold of that nut, because I want to make sure I can take that thing as far as I can by hand. And that it's in there and it's straight. I've got it pretty far. There you are now. I'm just going to snug this up. Notice I didn't crank down on it with that impact gun. That would not have been good. And tighten it. There you go. Good torque to spec right there, Loopy. You like that torque to spec right there. Okay. So, I'm going to clean it up with a cleaner. We're going to change the oil on it. And then we're going to start it up. Let's go ahead and drain this oil. Here we are. Let me change our camera angle. Alright, so now we're going to drain the oil out of it. While he's doing that, and that's draining, I'm going to go and get an oil filter. I've got a new oil filter. It's a 21040 Pro Select Napa. We want a little bit of lube on that oil filter ring. And we'll put our new filter in. Snug it up a little bit. Take your oil filter wrench. Just give it a little bit. That's all you need right there. Just recapping here just a little bit for you. So we've done a lot of work to this vehicle, but this piece right here that goes on the front, this big plastic piece, long, goes on the front, bolts up straight in there. I know you don't have a good view of that. This piece has to come out to do that. Again, 10mm bolts all the way across it. I'm leaving it out until we get done, get oil in it, start it, make sure we don't have any oil leaks. Getting ready to put our oil plug back in, which is right here. And obviously we got some more cleanup to do here. Spray that down. If you don't clean it up, how do you know you got the leak fixed? So while he's doing that, I'll be putting the drain plug in. This is just a multi-purpose flip socket here. The drain plug. That tight. We'll remove our R2D2 here, little oil drainer. Let's lower our car. Okay, we're back. We've got the oil change. The car's taken up. It's running. To show you that we don't have any leak. Okay, so we're running, we're dry. We got a fix here, guys. We gotta put this cover back on. Let's don't leave our light up there. You know, I've done that a few times. So, I hope that's not blinding the camera, but so you got 3 10mm in that. That's the bottom, right underneath the radiator. And like I said, no oil leaks, so we're good. We still got to clean up some more. So, again, thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel. See you soon. Thanks.